Hey man, he brought Baby Loud come back at you with another edition of this Boomer's Logic. Back from the store, man, and I told you I wanted to upload this video, um, tell y'all about uh, my doctor's appointment and why it's so sad to be a fat person going to the doctor. Before I do, you already know what to do. Hit the bell for notifications, like, subscribe, yada yada yada, etc. etc. I have to keep saying the same thing to y'all. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm multitasking right now, so just deal with me. Um, so it might astound a lot of you. I'm overweight. Because of my muscular, athletic physique. A lot of you might say, "Oh no, he can't be overweight," but I am. And a lot of you do know that I have a chronic condition. It's called scleroderma. Um, what it is it's an autoimmune disease that your body is constantly fighting against itself. It always thinks it's sick. So your body is constantly fighting against itself. So I have to stay busy. I have to always stay active, jogging, working out, doing those particular type of things at least 30 minutes, five times a week, or I'll get overweight really quick, and it can affect my blood pressure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So last month and the month before, well, no, I think both of them happened in 1 month. I had two emergency room visits, um, because of my weight, which forced my blood pressure up. I ended up in the hospital, in the emergency room, and I was checked in for one of those visits because I was dizzy. I was sweating profusely. I was vomiting. It was crazy, and I was out working when all of this occurred. So I had to come home. My wife had to take me to the emergency room. So they checked me in, and They ended up having me stay for a day until they got my blood pressure under control because they didn't know what was going on. It was super high. Come the following week, I have to do the same thing, go to the emergency room. Um, because I just felt out of sorts. My chest was hurting, my left arm was hurting. Come to find out, I had pulled a muscle in my chest, or just strained a muscle in my chest lifting something. But they were also pointing towards, hey, listen, your blood pressure is through the roof. So they kept me there, sedated me, gave me a bunch of morphine just to get my pain under control and all that, right? So I ended up going to a doctor's appointment. They set me up a doctor's appointment. I ended up going. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road, and we get into a whole nother point of this video. So I go to this doctor's appointment. I go and see this. I think she was a PA or something like that. She wasn't a registered. She wasn't a doctor. She was just like a PA or something. So I could tell how they were kind of dancing around. I never told my wife this, but I could tell how they were dancing around the actual issue. Um, Instead of addressing the actual issue, they were dancing around it a lot, right? So I went ahead and addressed it. And I told them, I said, listen, I know the reason for my high blood pressure, my cholesterol, all this stuff that's going on is because of my weight. Because when I was incarcerated, having a chronic condition, I had to go to the doctors twice a month, and they would regularly just call me up just to take my blood pressure and stuff like that. So I never had high blood pressure. I never had cholesterol. It's due to me just sitting around, not working out, not doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing to combat the scleroderma, because this is one of the issues that it can cause. Never was my blood pressure high. Never, when they took my blood, was my cholesterol high, because I constantly worked out. I used to go at least an hour a day, 45 minutes to an hour a day when I was incarcerated, and I used to go hard. So I was either on the track, in the field, or in the gym, and I would just work out fanatically because I knew that in order to combat my condition, I had to do certain things. And when I got home, that's one of the things that my daughter had said to me. She said, "Dad, why you good? good gracious, you work out every morning. You're going at it. And I explained to her about my condition and how to combat it. Was me being regularly active and watching my diet. But now I sit around, I eat fried chicken, fried fish all day, and drink beer. And I'm sitting in the doctor's office, and they're dancing around the issue, right? So I could tell that they wanted to address it, but they kept making it about all these other things. So I brought it out myself. And I told them, I said, listen, I know what the issue is. I know what the problem is. It's not so much as the scleroderma per se. It's because I'm fat. This is why my blood pressure is through the roof. This is why my cholesterol is through the roof. Because I'm fat. I need to get my butt up, hit this gym. It's funny, I got a Planet Fitness gym membership. And I make jokes about it all the time that I'm the only person with a Planet Fitness gym membership that never goes to the gym. I pay like $25 a month and I never go to the gym. I just got a perpetual gym membership that I never regularly use instead of going and getting 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes every morning on the elliptical to cut my weight down and watch my diet. But I brought that up to them because I could see that they were very uncomfortable with addressing this. And even when I said it, they still wouldn't say it. I said, listen, I know what my issue is. I'm fat. I got this huge stomach, like I said, because sitting around eating fried chicken, fried fish, all type of stuff, and drinking beer all day it's got me out of proportion. It got me out of whack. I know what to do to get myself in better physical standings, health-wise. And it's to get active again, do what I know I'm supposed to be doing, right? Now I'm going to take you back from when the first time I went to the emergency room, when the doctor, I love this doctor, I can't remember her name, I wish I could remember her name. She was, I praised her so much to my wife. I said, this woman was great. She was funny, and she didn't cut no corners. And you could tell that even she was nervous with broaching the subject, but she told me, once the room was empty and she came in to see me, she told me, she said, hey, listen, you just need to lose weight. Simple as that. And I just chuckled at her because this was the first time that, I had a doctor address that, like, lose some weight and you get blood pressure and all this stuff. Now, my reason for talking about this today is because of this whole culture of fat shaming. You can't tell anybody, like literally, if a doctor I seen a video the other day where a doctor told a girl that she needed to lose weight, and she was taken aback and she was offended. How dare he tell me he tried to fat shame me? No, you're fat. You want to know how to get yourself back in physical condition, your blood pressure down, your cholesterol down? Lose some of that girth. You sit around and you blame everybody else. See, I don't sit around and blame others. And see, I can say it because I'm fat. So I'm not fat shaming you. I'm fat too. So at the end of the day, if I want to get myself physically back straight, I need to lose the girth. Yes, being fat creates health issues, whether I have a chronic condition or not. If I'm overweight, it's all type of stuff that happens to you physically, physiologically. All type of stuff happens to you. It can happen, it can affect your mental. You could be depressed, all these particular type of things, because as your physical goes, your mental goes. And I hear these people, on social media, and they're fat shaming, and if you go to the gym, you're a fat phobe, and this and this and that. If you want to be fat, just be fat over there in that corner. Just be fat over there. I'm fat. I don't complain about it. I know what I need to do to get myself back in better health and I understand that it is me ingesting all this fried chicken and fried fish that got me fat. While you're over there saying it's because of people like them, and no, it's not. It's because you keep stuffing stuff in your gullet that's going to get you morbidly obese. And then you want to blame everybody else. And it's gotten to the point where a doctor can't even address it. Where a doctor can't tell you that you're fat, lose some weight, and you're going to get better. the first thing you want to do is jump on social media and complain that somebody's trying to fat shame you. No, guess what? I'm ashamed of being fat. I'm ashamed of going out here and doing my job every day and knowing that my stomach is way, way, way out there. I can't even see my penis. That's what I'm ashamed of. So stop making it about everybody else and lose some weight. You want to get in better health. You want to do this, you want to do that. They want to take and prop all these fat people up in the public's eye now. And if you don't embrace and accept this, something's wrong with you. No, something's wrong with me because I keep sticking this chicken in my mouth, man. Something's wrong with me that I know that at any given time I can end up in the emergency room because of my fatness. And then I want to blame it on everybody else. No, I don't have nothing to do with, oh, racism is because people are overweight. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. It's because you keep stuffing all them moon pies in your mouth and the ho-hos and honey buns. Stop doing that. Get your butt on a treadmill and get correct. I'm fat, so I can say this to other fat people out there. But anyway, I'm done. I just want to talk about, being fat, going to the doctor. Man, I love y'all. See y'all on the next one.